Hello all. You do certain things no matter what because you have strong reasons for doing it. In this video I will share with you how you can attach strong reasons for reading. First, make reading as your source of happiness. You eat cakes, you drink coffee, you watch movies. You do this without any effort because you get happiness after doing it. You know the interesting fact about our brain? That it can really be your best friend. If you use it for food and movies, it will get used for that. If you use it for reading and exercising, it will get used for that as well. There are some people who never read books and there are some people who read thousands of them. Why? You remember when you were in school, you had few students who were toppers of the class. They studied really well. They studied because their parents told them strong reasons for studying and they have associated meaning to study. Parents said, if you study well, you will have a better future. You will earn money and your life will be a beautiful life. As a child, when a kid hears these dialogues, he starts to believe these things and he starts studying. Our brain works like that. Anticipation of rewards makes you do certain things. There are motivation and reward circuits in our brain. If you have rewards in front of you, you will have motivation for doing it. Humans are wired in that way. Things like reading which you find difficult can be easily achieved by doing this. So if you make a list of rewards which you will have after reading and keep that reward list with you, you will read regularly. For example, you can mention in the list, reading is helping me improve my communication skills. Reading is helping me improve my memory. Reading is improving my concentration. Reading is making me a wise person. Reading is improving my personality. And lastly, reading is making me happy. The more rewards you associate with reading, the more you will be motivated for doing it. Once you start reading, it will eventually become a habit. Remembering all these rewards will give you strong reasons for reading. And how do you make reading a source of your happiness? If you start asking this question to yourself, why does a scientist love his work? They study decades by decades. They might be getting certain rewards which we are not able to aware or which we are not able to see. You only see their accomplishments. What made scientists study decades by decades on one particular subject? Because they get joy from studying. Learning is pleasure for them and study is their source of happiness. Let's go deeper into it. Why study becomes a source of their happiness? It started with curiosity. They first become curious and they started having questions. And when they start to solve these questions, they start to get pleasure out of it. The more questions they solve, the more pleasurable their experience becomes and the happier they become. Second point, approaching reading with curiosity. There are books recommended by successful people. Yes, I'm talking about those books which you have bought but you haven't read it. Others' recommendations are guided by their curiosity. If you recommend a book to yourself, then you will read it completely. Start with yourself, with your life. Think about your life. How can you make this God-given gift beautiful? Start to ask questions. How did Sachin Tendulkar become the greatest batsman of his time? How does Virat Kohli manage to perform every single time? How can some people speak so eloquently? Well, this is my list and you can choose yours. After having questions, then you will choose a book which will answer these questions. For an example, if you have a question about communication skills, then choose Dale Carnegie's book on communication. Once you start to find answers to these questions, you will start to ask more questions. And what will you realize? This process of finding answers through your reading is making you mysteriously happier. And this is how you will install a reading habit on your computer. Thank you for watching and subscribe to this channel for becoming a leader in your life.